Hi everybody, welcome back to my vlog, Sweet Caroline RD to be. First of all, I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I can't believe we are already at that time of year again. Sorry for being absent the past few weeks. I recently graduated from college, so taking final exams and getting through graduation and all that has left me kind of busy. But welcome back to my vlog. Today I will be giving tips for eating at fast food restaurants. I wanted to do this vlog today because whether you are someone who just travels all the time, or you're someone who travels because of the time of year, or you are someone who is trying to make a New Year's resolution to either be healthier, or you're just looking for tips in general because when you go out to eat, you're kind of lost. Go out to eat at fast food restaurants, you're kind of lost on, well, what do I pick and what's healthy and all of that. So today I'm going to just be sharing a few tips so that hopefully that will be able to help you the next time you find yourself pulled through at a drive-thru. Okay, so tip number 1, smaller portion sizes. So this rule still applies even when you go out to eat at a fast food restaurant. Either choosing something off of the kids menu, it'll be a smaller portion size, especially in things like fries that we tend to overindulge in. Another option is to just not choose the huge burgers. So when you go to a Wendy's or a McDonald's or a Burger King, staying away from the burgers that have 2 or 3 patties. That just adds on saturated fat, caloric intake, probably sodium as well. So sticking with a burger that only has 1 patty or choosing things off of the kids menu will allow you to control your portion sizes and also keep calorie count, saturated fat count, sodium count in check. So a lot of fast food restaurants are actually beginning to incorporate more healthier options into their menus. You just need to know exactly what to look for when you are looking at the menu or going through the drive-thru rather than just picking the typical burger and fry. So when I was researching and looking up things to talk about today, I looked up what some dietitians, what they said and what they eat when they go out to eat. One dietitian said that she focuses on not necessarily the caloric count, the calorie intake, but what she's eating. So when she goes to McDonald's, she gets their oatmeal. It has tons of packed fruit on top, and she just doesn't add the brown sugar. So she doesn't look at the calorie count. It has a lot of fiber, a lot of protein, and she's getting her fruit intake in. So that's a really great choice. Another dietitian, when she goes to Wendy's, she gets their Power Mediterranean chicken salad because that has a lot of protein, a lot of heart-healthy fats, a lot of fiber because they include quinoa in their salad, which is a complete protein, has a lot of packed protein, a lot of fiber in it. So that's a really great choice as well. Another tip, if you're going somewhere like Subway or a sandwich shop, making sure that you're picking whole wheat bread and then packing that sandwich with lots of vegetables. That's a really great way to boost the fiber content on your sandwich. Okay, another thing that I want to point out are salads. So be cautious just because it's a salad. If you're someone who's trying to watch your calorie intake, that's something that you need to be really mindful of. Make sure you look at the calorie count. A lot of times now they will provide that information. If not on the menu, you can find it very easily either on their website or just asking when you get there. But a lot of salads will have added stuff on it, so stay away from salads that have things like breaded chicken or a lot of extra cheese or croutons. That will tend to lead to a more high-calorie salad. Also, dressing for salad. Dressing is a really quick way to increase your calorie count. Dressings also have a lot of sodium in it, so if you're someone who needs to watch your sodium count, that is something to be mindful of as well. Dressings and sauces, so we'll get to that a little bit more in a minute. Okay, I also want to note with the salad dressing or just sauces in general, That is a great rule of thumb. It's really good to ask for it on the side. Usually at fast food restaurants, they come in little packets anyways. And so you are in control of how much you use. On top of that, just asking for fat-free or low-fat dressing, or choosing dressings other than ranch, which are known to be more fatty than like a balsamic or an oil and vinegar base dressing. So sticking with watching your calorie count, soft drinks, sweet tea, lemonade, that's a really easy way to also add up calories really quickly. So that's also something to be mindful of. And then also, I think I touched on this briefly in the beginning, but sticking with smaller fries. So if you do want an order of fries, ordering the small instead of the large, that can save you a few hundred calories right there just with that switch. Okay, so I started looking at some of the fast food restaurant websites. I was trying to pull some nutrition fact information from them, which I'll talk about in a minute. But I did want to point out that it's very easy now to get the information that you need. So if you're someone who's just trying to stay healthy and not rack up easily on the calorie count or sodium intake, or if you're someone who needs to be cautious or needs the carb count if you're diabetic, or needs the sodium count if you're someone who is having hypertension, or saturated fat if you're someone who might have heart disease or something along those lines. So it's really easy to get this information. McDonald's, actually, I was really impressed with their website. They have a nutrition calculator, so you can go online and pick, if I ordered this with this size fry, and you can even say, pick on the sandwich and say, well, I didn't order the tomato, and uncheck that, and so it'll take that out of the nutrition information, and so it'll calculate everything for you, which is really nice. So again, if you're just someone who's just interested in that, it's a really great tool. But if you're someone diabetic, you have hypertension, and you need those counts, that's also a really great tool. I think it's really interesting too, if you just have the time or you're interested and want to play around with a tool like that, to see how quickly calories can add up, how quickly saturated fat can add up when you are choosing some of these items. So I did a little comparison for us. I went on the Chick-fil-A website, and you guys probably won't be shocked by what I tell you, but I chose a chicken sandwich, medium fry, large sweet tea, and a packet of Chick-fil-A sauce. And the calorie count for all of that was 1,110 calories. It had 1,800 milligrams of sodium, 8 grams of saturated fat, and then 43 grams of sugar from the large sweet tea. Then I went online and chose, same from Chick-fil-A, the market salad with grilled nuggets, a medium fruit cup, and light balsamic vinaigrette. And that total was 480 calories, 7 grams of fiber, only 950 milligrams of sodium, and 3.5 grams of saturated fat. So we significantly cut down on the calories. We cut the sodium intake in half. We increased the fiber, and we also cut the saturated fat intake in half as well, a little more than half actually. So I know you guys are thinking that's not a huge shock. You chose a salad and a fruit cup. But that just goes to show you that you can choose healthier options at these fast food restaurants and still get a decent amount of fiber, and not go overboard on your calorie intake for the day. The first meal at Chick-fil-A that I chose with over 1,000 calories, most people only need roughly 2,000 calories. Everyone's different depending on your activity level and things like that. But that's just how quickly in one meal you can almost have half of your need for calories for the day. So I think the bottom line from this is that there are healthier options at these fast food restaurants. Just knowing what to pick. So picking a salad, but picking a salad that's packed with fruits and vegetables. So it has the green leafy vegetable in it, but it also might add fruit. Choosing the fruit cup instead of the fry. Or if you really want the fry, choosing a small instead of a large, or a kid's meal instead of the really great deal where you're getting a double burger and chicken nuggets and a fry and a Coke. There's also other things, at Chick-fil-A they have a kale salad. Wendy's they have a baked potato. I even want to note that Chick-fil-A has a sunflower multigrain bagel, which has 3 grams of fiber, not a significant amount of sodium, and 290 calories. So I also usually have yogurts or parfaits at some of these restaurants, which is also a really great option. Chick-fil-A's yogurt, I believe, is Greek yogurt, which has a little bit more protein in it. And so that's really great too. Bottom line, I think we can still enjoy going out to eat at these restaurants, or if that's your schedule and you find yourself at the drive-thru a lot. There are still ways to keep the calorie count down and choosing healthier options that are just better for your health in general. Okay, so I want to mention 2 more things. First of all, even just making the switch to grilled chicken from breaded chicken saves you on a lot of calories, a lot of saturated fat. So choosing a grilled chicken sandwich instead of just the regular chicken sandwich. They have a really great grilled chicken sandwich at McDonald's if you find yourself at McDonald's a lot. And then trying to get the fruit cup. Or I even want to go back and note, even if you want the small fry, maybe getting a small fruit cup too. That way you're still getting your fruit intake as well. Last thing I want to mention, so I shadowed a dietitian a few years back, and she had come up with a rule. It's called the 033 rule, and I love this. I thought it was such a great idea, and she told all of her clients who were trying to lose weight about this rule. So 0 stands for 0 grams of trans fat, which actually is not an issue anymore because they have banned trans fat in most products. And so that won't be an issue in a few years, but it might take a while to get everyone on board with that. So 0 grams of trans fat, 3 grams or less of saturated fat, and 3 grams or more of fiber. And so if you watch the bread episode, you'll know how important fiber is, and I'm actually planning on doing an episode on fiber, hopefully, in the next few weeks. So 3 grams or less of saturated fat and then 3 grams or more of fiber is really important. And so she taught all of her clients to go online and look at these nutrition calculators and see, well, what fits into that rule, and that's what she recommended that they eat. So making sure that you're getting enough fiber and less saturated fat, and using some of these rules that I previously talked about, like switching to grilled chicken from breaded, and then not getting a double patty, maybe just getting one, or choosing off the kids menu will help with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed some of these tips that we talked about today. I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you real soon.